Hey folks, happy August. It's Jeremy Kirkland. You're listening to Blammo. How we doing? Are we okay? Are we all right? Did anyone go on vacation? Or maybe you're still on it right now. I know a lot of folks, they just kind of peace out the whole month of August. In fact, I wish I was one of those people, but I'm not. Took a little time off, been working on some stuff lately. You know, I got a little trip to the lake in, but we've really been digging into, yes, I'll say it, video pod production. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff, but we're getting there. So, this week's episode, I will say, was a long time coming. I looked back at my emails, and the conversation for this week's episode started back in 2019, early 2019. We were all babies then, right? I mean, sheesh. But hey, good things take time. Massimo Alba is here. Yes, the Massimo Alba. He's one of the only designers who I believe can truly embody the term effortless in getting dressed. I mean, everything he does, and this is crazy because like we recorded this in his studio and yeah, I mean, but seeing him, everything he does, it just looks like it kind of happened that way. And there's always this tiny head scratcher with his clothing and his home designs and everything that exists around his office and studio because he just makes it look that way because to him, perfect is boring. And I think he's right. Especially, I'm convinced. So Massimo joins me to chat his brand, personal wardrobe, love of vintage, life in Milan, getting fits off with Daniel Craig, and why perfect is boring. All right, let's dig in. You travel a lot, right? Like, what's your routine like?
Basically, I live in Milan. I'm here, and I travel for work.
Mm-hmm.
Travel to America. Travel to Los Angeles, New York. Travel for holidays to different places that I like. I like Greece a lot.
Greece?
Yeah, the seaside in Greece is beautiful.
Yeah. I've never been to Greece.
You have to. Islands are fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm more of an ancient Rome guy.
We did a very beautiful trip 2 years ago.
Okay.
We rent a beautiful truck and we just landed in Los Angeles and then we did an immense trip riding this car in the desert. I really like desert.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of my favorite places.
The desert?
The desert, yeah.
Which desert? Is there one? I mean, do you go to like
Joshua Tree.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
Yeah. I have the stone. The stone which is there comes from Death Valley.
Yeah.
I like Death Valley.
Death Valley is, yeah. I went to the Valley of Fire State Park outside of Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
It was crazy. I don't think I'd ever really known the desert until that point.
You know, for me, it was really a spiritual, has a deep spiritual meaning. Just to me, I don't know if it's happened to you or to different people, but I really like the American desert, the nature of the American desert.
Yeah.
Also the music that comes from the desert.
Yeah? What?
Frank Zappa.
Oh, okay. Frank Zappa.
Frank Zappa. Jim Morrison, you remember?
Yeah. Zappa. So I studied music a lot, and for many musicians, you kind of start at Frank Zappa and you end at Frank Zappa, but you get it because Zappa is so crazy. It's so many different time signatures, incredible musicians, and then you find out all these songs were about like rebellion, but beauty, and
he was a man.
He was a
man.
Yeah, but
he was playing in the desert. Guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You're a very spiritual man. I will say I've always.
I don't know.
No, I've always long admired you, but I feel like you have a very calm aura, and like you're also a very like quietly confident, but not arrogant.
Thank you very much.
I'm curious. We're in your absolutely beautiful. Would you say atelier, studio?
It's a studio. It's a place.
Yeah.
Basically, this is part of my life because this place, for instance, is full of things, photography, pictures, details. Everything comes from my past, I guess.
Yeah. But in the studio there, yeah, you're saying so many things are filled with pieces from your life, but I'm curious, everything is in a special place. When you
Yeah, just by chance. There is no project at all. But I can tell you something very strange. I don't have a project related to my life.
No?
No, and I don't have a project related to anything you see here. Because when I found something, that plant, for instance, just arrived, then I just let it here, and it's okay. This is the perfect place for her. But there is no project at all. Everything, just arrived and find a place.
But did you know that there are people like me that they get the plant and then they don't want to put it anywhere because they don't know where the right place is, and they set the plant down and then the plant dies?
No. Forget about this.
How do I do that?
No, just follow the plant.
Oh man, that's heavy.
Yeah.
I want to talk a bit about your career and your collection here, because I think for many, especially Americans, you were the first entry point to a casual, chic Italian style that's very soft and very, relaxed, and it's a bit of a, I don't know, it's very happy clothes.
Oh, thank you for saying that. The only thing that I'm interested in, let the people feel at ease in the thing that we design, produce, shirts, trousers, jacket, the pocket of a pair of pants, the colors of everything, the touch, the material, everything. It's really important to me to feel at ease, to become part of what you are wearing. That's very important.
Yeah.
It's not, to me, you don't have to have an overstructure. The meaning of being just at ease is to being able to select what you really like, starting from what you really feel in terms of materials, colors. That's quality to me.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. When did you first realize that you could communicate with clothes?
When I was kids.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I was a kid, because I have a grandpa. He was very, very elegant. He was a musician.
Okay. Yeah. What do you play?
Yeah. And he played clarinet.
Oh.
And used to play clarinet for me when I was a kid. And he was very, very elegant. And when I was 15, I guess, 16, he passed away. And I used to cut the neck of the shirts. And I started using the shirts of my grandpa. And then I started using the trousers, but he was very tall and very big, so everything was really oversized for me. So I cut the trousers, I cut the jacket, and, was a kind of mashup of his intention and my new feeling regarding the way I want to be dressed.
Yeah. When you were doing this, did anyone around you, were they like, well, why are you doing that? Why are you cutting?
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes people say, but Massimo is so strange because, why don't you wear a simple t-shirt? Just a simple t-shirt. And I say, yes, I'm wearing a simple t-shirt to size more with these baggy pants, and I just cut it. But friends of mine, they were interested in what I was doing. So they were asking me. And, for me, it's always a pleasure to gift something that is already, it's very beautiful to give something that is up to you, it's part of you, to a friend of you.
I mean, to give a personal gift?
To give a personal gift.
Yeah. Where did you learn to do that? I think certain families...
No. This is not something that I have learned. It's something that I have discovered because makes me feel happy.
Yeah. Did your grandfather and family people, did they give you a lot?
No, I don't think so. They give me a lot of love, yes.
Yeah, because there's a lot of gratitude.
Yes.
That you have. I mean,
I have a lot of gratitude, yeah.
Yeah,
generally speaking.
Yeah, when we were walking through here and you were very, it seemed that it was very important to you to credit the other artists and the other people and where things came from.
Before we were talking about I see you.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
And this, to me, it's a deep, beautiful code that you have in your roots. No, but it's so different the way they used to use this "I see you," and was fundamental because "I see you" means a lot. Imagine how it's different today. See in New York when you see somebody say, "I see you," it's totally different.
Yeah.
No? It's not anymore "I see you," which is a fantastic way of being in touch. Okay, I will be in touch with this attitude,
Yeah.
being able to see you, being able to let me see myself through
Yeah.
your eyes. I'm very curious to understand and to see and to understand why we are so different and why we are sometimes it is very difficult to not able to recognize the others. No?
Yeah. I mean, but you're talking about empathy.
Yeah, talking about something deeper than empathy, but it's the empathy, yeah.
Yeah, I think empathy, I mean, especially now, I mean, good God. I mean, it's so important to have empathy. You know, I did an interview with Carino-san from United Arrows,
Mhm.
and we were talking about getting dressed. And he said to me, and I talk about this a lot now, is he was like, for him, how he gets dressed is about trying to respect the people he's going to be around.
Yes.
And when I heard it, I was like, come on, are you serious? But he, I was like, nah, come on.
That's part of his tradition.
Yeah. But he was like, I'm going to be around you. You know, he's like, you're an American guy. He's like, I want to wear, you know, something that you can connect with me on, that you can see me and we can now have a conversation.
That's fantastic, no? Being able to get in touch with your kind of elegance, because this is totally elegance, no? Get in touch with the roots, get in touch with your shirts, t-shirt, army cargo pants. It's perfect.
Yeah. So, I mean, back to you cutting up your grandfather's clothes.
Mm-hmm.
How does this evolve a little bit further to what we are now? I mean, I know it wasn't overnight, but
yes. No. At a certain point, I decided to design a small, tiny collection based on the idea of cashmere, and I cut cashmere because it was, you know, I really don't. I tried to define a new way of wearing a sweatshirt. So I guess I did. Maybe I don't know, but maybe the first one that cut cashmere into a sweatshirt, I guess, was me under my 97 Rue de Bezel brand. So we did cut and sole, hoodie, zipper, gym pants in cashmere in the middle of the 80s.
yeah.
And then, I met the people from Malo. You remember Malo?
Uh-huh.
It was a big, huge brand at the time. And they asked me to become the creative directors. And I followed them for 18 years.
Oh.
And then I decided to go further in the cashmere research. And I was involved in the buying of Ballantine cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent a lot of time in Scotland trying to understand the mystery of the water and of cashmere. And then I decided to design a very special label based on the idea of Massimo Alba, which is my name, written in the smallest ways possible, and absolutely no logo. I was trying to get in touch with this idea of let the people feel at ease with a collection based on natural fiber, natural materials, and with this idea of beauty that is deep, deep rooted in myself.
And no ego, it sounds like.
I don't know.
Well, no, I mean,
I cannot say
if
that. If you don't have ego, you wouldn't be a designer.
Yeah, but I think there's something there into how you want to design. I mean, you just said no logos, right?
No logos, yeah.
How come?
Because I like to I really like to see my clothes, my trousers, my jacket in the people. When I met somebody in the street by chance and I see a pair of pants or a jacket, I totally recognize that the attitude is there. So I start designing for myself. I start designing for feeling at ease with what I'm wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm totally happy when I recognize this attitude in the people around me. People that really feel at ease with colors, with material, with natural fibers. And this the key. This to me is the key.
Yeah. I mean, I think something that I've always admired about your designs too is that it is rooted in a tradition of, with like suiting and fashion. I mean, that's not sumasura, but like there's a higher level of presentation when people wear like bespoke and tailored clothing.
Yeah.
But all of your clothes are much more casual and relaxed.
Yeah, but come from bespoke for a certain way because I like tailoring. I like a lot tailoring. So I try to simplify and to to let a jacket, a pair of pants, a suit become something ready for a man or for a woman of today.
Yeah.
Not related to, it's always nice to have a tradition, but to me it's fundamental to be right now, to being able to translate the value of the tradition into something which is now.
Yeah, which is more
Ease.
It's ease, and it can also exist in all the different parts in a person's life.
Yeah.
And I think that for me is, but it's knowing that it's very intentional helps, because sometimes, I'll say this, like, I remember when I was younger, I didn't come from a lot of money, but I wanted a suit because I wanted to look like I had money.
The same to me. Yeah.
But now I still love the suit, but I don't want to look like I have money. I don't want to look like I don't have money.
No.
I just want to look like me.
Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I define as the attitude I really would like to perceive. This is the right way.
Yeah.
Being yourself.
Yeah.
In your wardrobe, in your clothes.
Yeah.
And then what my dream is that when somebody will pick up a shirt or a jacket or a sweatshirt, I guess that they will become friends of what they found in the wardrobe of these men and of these women.
Did this happen to you with other, as you're in the industry and you're around other people and they're seeing you get dressed? Were they like, oh, Massimo, he's wearing some sneakers going on. What's he doing?
Sometimes, yes, sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, and earlier we were talking about music.
Yeah.
And for me, when I think of some of the most stylish people, I think a lot about musicians.
Mm-hmm.
What sort of musicians or music, would always resonate with you, or when you were making things, did you think about?
Plenty of things and different things, starting from the cello solo of Bach to Bowie, to Miles Davis, to John Coltrane, to David Bowie, yes, to The Doors, to, Lou Reed.
Lou Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to meet Lou Reed once when I worked at Matador, and we were doing, it was like the anniversary of like Berlin at St. Anne's Warehouse.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I was like, I'm curious. I was like, that shirt is so cool. I was like, I love how you're wearing it. And he goes, it's just a shirt, man.
Yeah. That's perfect,
And I was like, oh, but even still now, as I look at so many things from this like academic mindset, what is it about it just being a shirt? Because if I put on Lou Reed's shirt, you wouldn't think of me as Lou Reed.
No. It's a matter of attitude. It's a matter of gesture.
There we go.
It's a matter of culture. It's a matter of the way you let the shirt live.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think about that a lot, especially now as I'm trying to build, my wardrobe, but also more refine it.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at your closet, over the years, do you see certain pieces that you're like, look, I always need a navy thin merino crew neck. When you look at your personal wardrobe, what are the things that you really cling to?
Oh, I have a wardrobe, plenty of everything because,
Well, yes, of course.
Because that's my job. And in the summertime, I really like to wear a simple T-shirt and a linen jacket and a pair of cotton trousers. And in the wintertime, I really like coat, for instance. I really like coat.
Yeah.
Coat is it's a very, very beautiful way of feeling, of pass by the frozen winter.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe coat is one of my favorite items.
Yeah, like a long one.
Like a long double-breast, blue, dark coat with big pockets. And yeah.
Did you when you were younger, and even now, I mean, there's so many items in your studio that there's a lot of beautiful vintage and stuff. What are your thoughts on vintage clothes for yourself and your own collection?
I don't like vintage because I thought that it's difficult to say, but I like to wear something which is totally mine, and I like to let these things become pregnant of my energy, of the scent. That's why I really like to give something which is totally mine. But I don't like to buy something which arrived from nowhere that was wearing to, I don't know why, who, I don't know nothing about. I prefer to buy something new. I don't have a passion for vintage, generally speaking.
I think that's great because, even for me, so I collect watches, and a lot of friends are like, you should just get vintage. Vintage is where it's at. But for me, so many objects, and it sounds similar to you, they're spiritual.
Yeah.
And so a part of me is like, well, what if I get this vintage watch of this person who is an asshole?
Yes, that's the point.
Some guy who was like a horrible, horrible person. I don't want his watch.
Yes.
I don't want any of the bad vibes.
I'm totally agree.
Yeah, and even now there's a lot of vintage military stuff, which
that's the worst to me.
I like. There's an aesthetic that's appealing, and what I realize is it's washed olive sateen. But there's some things that I'm like, well, wait, if this says Army, Navy, whatever, I didn't serve in the Army or Navy. I don't want to fight. I don't want any wars. What am I saying?
Absolutely.
And so I do think a lot about what, almost like the spirituality of our clothes. And I recognize for listeners, some people are like, well, it's just clothes. Like, it's just a shirt, man. But, who I am when I'm wearing it, or what I'm doing, or how I'm helping, or how I'm being a jerk, I feel like that stuff rubs off onto things.
Yes. I prefer to have clean stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So, you've been living in Milan for how long?
Yeah. Basically, I was born in Treviso, but when I was 21, 22, I'm just arrived in Milano, because to me, Milano was like New York at that time.
Yeah.
So it was the city of fashion, design, the city of everything happened. I feel very comfortable in Milan. Milan is my place. It's the place where I live, and I'm feeling very comfortable here.
And word has it, your home that you live in has some special qualities, no?
I think so.
The famous artist was in your home? You live in a home that Da Vinci once lived in, no? I changed because Mr. Arnaud bought the house when I was, when we were living. So we changed. We are not anymore. I live for 15 years in that place. It was a fantastic place, yes. Yeah.
It was a fantastic place. Unfortunately, we are not there. But we have a different apartment, very close, and in a place with a very beautiful view, and where I feel very, very comfortable, because there is a light, fantastic light. It's a fifth floor, so I can see the birds, I can see the blue of the sky, I can see the rain. It's very nice to live there.
Yeah. One of the things I always do whenever I'm out, like in Florence or Milan, during all the fashion week, is like I try to like walk into a few churches, just because I'm like, these buildings are so old, and they're so like, again, we were like talking about energy and stuff. Like, you walk into some of these places, and whether you're religious or not, like, all these people came here for some type of like hope or some type of like desperation. And I think especially in cities as old as Milan, like, there is just, so much history and beauty in the time that, has gone by in these places.
Yeah, I think the same. I'm not a religious man. I'm more a spiritual man. Yeah. I'm not related to something specific, because I have a point. I don't know why we have so different gods.
Yeah.
So I believe, I think that we have to become more spiritual and more open to the others, and more, as I told you before, see you must be the thing. Recognize other people, recognize differences, and being able to accept that we are not all the same.
Yeah.
We are all different.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. I am in the middle of auctioning a watch of mine off on Bezel. Just a few more minutes left. Look, yes, your favorite site to buy and sell luxury timepieces of all the heavy hitters, from Rolex and Lange and Cartier. I could go on and on and on. They also let you auction your own watch on their incredibly safe and secure marketplace. After the auction ends, I'm just going to ship my watch to them with the prepaid label they gave me, and boom, your boy's going to get some money in his account to, in my case, buy another watch. But I'm not here to discuss that part. I am trying to tell you why I use Bezel to buy and sell, and now auction, all my favorite watches. Check it out. Finish the pod first, but hey, look, I get it if you want to hit that pause button. So visit getbezel.com and get nuts with your next favorite timepiece. That's getbezel.com. Shop the nearly 25,000 luxury watches on there and rest assured your purchases are authenticated by Bezel's team of experts. And psst, if there's something on there you're not seeing, you want that ultra rare Lange or that CP Cartier, just hit up their concierge and they will source it for you. They're real people and they'll talk to you and they'll find that dream watch for you. So visit getbezel.com. That's getbezel.com. All right, back to the show. Talk to me about this new collection that you did. And so this was, when you start to work on your own collections, what is the process like?
I start from the color palette.
Yeah.
I start designing the color palette, which to me is like to select a color like a painter. And then I did a very deep research in materials, all natural. So cashmere, wool, linen, pure cotton, cashmere and cotton, cashmere and wool blend. And I'm looking, every time I am looking for an experience and for something that the reality is that is always related to something that already happened to me, but in a very special way. There is a magician that makes me feel not what I have done, but what my dreams, Travel is always important because in travel you see different culture, different colors, different way of making colors together. But I'm not interested in repeating something that I have already saw in different culture. I'm interested in translating that into something very personal.
Yeah. And so you start this color palette and then, because a lot of your designs, which I think is very helpful. I mean, just to be honest, on a consumer standard, it fits.
Yeah, that's the fit. The fit arrived later because first of all, I really like to imagine how will be to be dressed with these colors. And then, for instance, I did a jacket. One of my favorite jacket of the last collection is the Brando jacket, which is something between a double-breast jacket and a peacoat. So it's a jacket. It's a double-breast jacket, but it's not traditional. It's slightly different in the shape, in the way it is done. So when you wear it with a simple T-shirt and with a pair of pants, also with the denim or with anything, it gives you a very special, again, attitude.
Yeah. And it's also very versatile.
It's also very versatile. You can wear it with a scarf. You can wear it in the summer, in the winter time, or we can wear it. I always wear a T-shirt, so to me it's always nice to wear a T-shirt in summer or in winter with a chunky, heavy sweaters or with this kind of jacket, which allowed you to wear a chunky sweater with a jacket and with a scarf in winter, or just with a very simple T-shirt and this kind of jacket in a springtime, maybe linen.
Yeah. Linen, for me, linen was always a tough fabric to wear because, I worry, like, is it going to get too wrinkly? Is it going to get...
Beauty. That's the beauty of linen. It's that wrinkly. Yeah.
See, but even that, like, I love how you think of these things in the sense you're like, no, that's what it's supposed to do. I mean, you can tell, and some of these things look, and I will purposely embellish for the sake of a listener to connect with them, but there's so little stuffiness in a type of dressing that's known for being very stuffy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that for me is probably why I've always loved clothes the most, but also a more type of Italian sportswear. Because, I can wear certain clothes and make all these people feel and think all these different things about me when I walk in the room. And, but when I wear clothes that are more, say, like Massimo Alba, there's about 4 people who are going to totally get it and connect. And then the rest are like, oh, he's just wearing, a nice jacket. And no one knows that I secretly have very good taste.
Yeah. But to me, there is something very important. Perfect is boring. So I like to think that's why I really like linen, because it becomes your jacket.
Oh.
So it takes the shape of your body.
Mm-hmm.
It's become totally yours.
That's why you get it new.
Yeah.
I mean, that's beautiful. Do you write in your books, like your own personal books?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I like words.
Yeah, because a friend of mine, when you said it becomes yours, he's an illustrator. Mm-hmm. He gave my kid my daughter some of his books. I was talking to him, and I was like, John, I was like, I'm so sorry. She wrote in these books, and she's been drawing pictures over your pictures. And he was like, oh my God, that's the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's super nice.
He's like, that's the whole point. He's like, it's yours. You should enjoy it. You should put yourself
Because
on it.
This is not vintage. This is something related to a special man or women.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That sounds perfect to me.
Yeah.
You have to know.
I mean, because a lot of this connects back to you cutting up your grandfather's shirts. You made it yours, right?
Yeah.
You put yourself onto that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of love and discussion about Daniel Craig and the Bond stuff.
For us, was a fantastic opportunity because Mr. Craig select our suit in baby corduroy, and
but did you guys know each other first, or was he just a client?
No. He just asked the production that he want to wear Massimo Alba suit and a Massimo Alba raincoat.
Yeah.
So to me I was surprised, and I was surprised when I saw the movie because the major part of the movie was done with our cloth.
Yeah.
And I guess that he select that clothes because he want to feel at ease in that new Bond, able to love, able to become man. That's my dream. My dream is that, because I'm not fan of Bond, generally speaking, but I'm really fan of this Bond because this Bond become an icon of a real man.
Yeah.
It's not a super icon related to status symbol, to sporty car, yes, obviously it's a product placement movie. There is a lot of technology. There is a lot of luxury.
Sure.
Thing. But that's a part.
Yeah.
But the most important part to me is that in this movie, he got in love with the women and he respect the women.
That's true. It was less misogynist Bond.
That was fantastic. And I really appreciate and really respect Mr. Craig and the production of Bond for let us become part of this fantastic movie.
Yeah, but I'll say this, a friend of mine has worked with Daniel over the years, and she said he is extremely picky on the clothes that he likes. So, I mean, hopefully, you also know, like, that's a huge testament to how much he loves your guys' brand, because that's like, he's very picky in that there's, earlier we were talking about like stuffiness, which is like this, like when it feels like the clothes are wearing you, he very much wanted things that are relaxed, are forgiving, that he can wear on an airplane and then go straight to a party afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's like Massimo Alba.
But I dream to being able to create a kind of lifestyle brand, but in the new direction, in a direction of let the people really feel at ease, like music. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you are listening to a music that really let you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
The same way with our cloth. I really like to say that I really would like to be able to create this attitude now. Let the people feel at ease and with colors, with shape, and I guess that Mr. Craig select our suit because of this, because you want to feel at ease in making these rules, difficult rules. And then we work a lot with different in different movies.
Yeah,
we had our shirts and our clothes in Pedro Almodovar movie. We are in a lot of really beautiful movies, and that's to me is fantastic because when I really like movies and directors, generally speaking, the work of directors, and I like to be part of something for some strange reason because we don't have a PR organization, we don't have they just arrived.
And I'll state for the record, this isn't because you paid.
Yeah, they call Giacomo and they say, "Hey, Giacomo, we need to know if you have something for us." And he send the lookbook, and then they select what they like. So that's another part. I'm very happy that things are happen for some strange reason. Just happen.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite movies?
The old one, all the old one. Antonioni movies. Antonioni movie is my favorite movie. Wim Wenders movie.
Wim Wenders. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
because of the music.
Sure. Okay.
Because of the because you cannot.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Also, the last Wim Wenders movie, the one in Japan, I was crying. It's a fantastic movie.
I love Jacques Demy. I'm curious if you, when I see a lot of your, I
Yeah.
know it's French, but when I see a lot of your
No.
your clothes, I'm always reminded of a lot of Jacques Demy films, which filled with so many bright colors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of different movies. The Pedro Almodovar movie, I really like Pedro. But generally speaking, when I saw something, it's already happened. It's not.
Copy,
It's not
what you're
more
saying.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
When I saw a movie, when I'm listening to a song, when I met a people, I think that become part of my way of being, because I'm trying to reach you and try to see you and try to understand who you are. And that's happened when I saw a movie. That's happened when I'm in a museum and when I saw the artwork. I'm not a collector, not just because I don't have money to collect, but because I respect the work of the artist, and I think that must be for everyone in a museum.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, I don't like to stop something that can be continuous. The trip, you know what I mean? Pass by different hands.
Yeah.
The same with the watches. You told me before, no? I really like watches too, but at the end of the day, I'm using a brand new watch that my wife gave me 10 years ago.
It's a beautiful Explorer. I have said this time and time again. The Rolex Explorer is the greatest watch of all time because it doesn't do anything extra.
I think
and it
so.
does everything that it's only supposed to do.
I think so.
But your wife gave that to you, no?
Yeah.
Did she put anything on the back or anything? Or do you like your stuff personalized with that sense?
No.
Yeah.
We don't need to personalize.
Fair. When you think about your career and the legacy, have you thought about what the preservation is of it? Because I think for many people, whether you believe it or not, you have an archive and a career that people want to really try to explore and unpack more. So when you're making something, do you think about how someone's going to look at it in 10 years or an archive or anything?
Not really. But one of my dream is to become able to open different stores and to be supported by someone able to create this opportunity, because we have direct stores that work very well. And one of my dream is to open stores in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you go first?
New York, Los Angeles.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm quite open.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like we gotta make that happen. And I think your brand though is a brand that's very much, we're in an e-commerce world now, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
And your brand is a brand that is very much, it needs to be physically experienced.
Yeah.
To truly, truly love it. Because I think, I've talked about this before where you'll see a picture of an item and then you're like, oh man, I bet that's really nice. And then you get it in person and you're like, ooh, it's not that nice. But your stuff is, you see the picture and you're like, oh, that's a nice, simple, casual jacket.
Yeah.
But then you get it and you put it on and you're like, wait a second, why didn't I get this, years ago? How come I don't have all of these things?
Oh, thank you very much for your work.
Yeah, no, I mean that. And because I say that as a person myself, where I was, I was familiar with you for years, but at the time I was like, it's, maybe, is it like Lardini? Is there something like this? I don't know. And then I got it and I was like, oh my God, this is incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. We did very well with e-commerce also in America.
Yeah.
But I think that the physical experience is very important. And is what I can see in our store in Milano, in Roma, in Forte dei Marmi.
Yeah.
Up in the Alps, in Courmayeur, people are interested in touch and feel and see. And then what we are trying to do is we create a mood for the store, which is very personal. So
how does that get created?
We basically start from the idea of creating a wallpaper with books related to a specific area. For instance, in Brera, we have the Botanic Garden very close to our stores, and I select antique, beautiful books from nature. And we fill the store with that, and it's perfect. We opened, I guess, 14 years ago, and it's still perfect.
Well, and I'll explain for listeners. You don't select the books and put them on a bookshelf.
No.
You take the books and you turn them into wallpaper.
Yes. Absolutely.
Which is, it's genius, but it's, for me, it's the best way to understand your brand is you look at beautiful objects that are seen and used in different ways, you know?
And then in the store, everything is original. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So the table, the chairs, carpet. Then we paint carpet.
Don't you think that you're like, this is too much money? I shouldn't be spending this on a store?
No. It's not expensive at all because it's something that, it's a personal research. So it's something that comes from the flea market, comes from friends. So it's the stores, you have to see the stores. And
I've been to the stores, yeah.
Yeah, but also in the e-commerce, you can see the store. And it's very friendly space, but I guess it's has a special attitude. It's very, very, very special. Again, it's a space that let you feel at ease.
Yeah. And on the old books that are wallpaper, you only work with one specific installer who does the wallpaper. Isn't it the same guy, or am I mistaken?
Yeah, it's a friend of mine, yeah.
Yeah, so it's an artist who kind of helps put these together.
Yeah. It's a good friend of mine,
yeah. Because one of the things that I'm curious about, like when you look at how wonderful these environments are that the clothes are in. I mean, we're in your, there is I guess a motorcycle, is that over here to the left of me? These beautiful old lamps. I'm sitting on this old chair. Do you think about designing a home collection?
That would be one of my desires. Yes, absolutely. That comes totally naturally. So the reason why we opened the store is related to this, to the idea of creating the right place for our collection.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, I'm not able to describe that because I don't want to sell the idea. It's much better to see and to understand for a better understanding.
Yeah. No, I get you. It's funny. I love like J.R.R. Tolkien, and he would have called himself a linguist, and he invented this Elvish language. And then he was like, now I'm paraphrasing. He was like, man, I'm going to write all these books so people understand the language.
Yes. Yes, this is true.
Do you feel that your clothing ends up becoming designed by the environment that you put yourself in? Where you're like, I'm in this beautiful space. These clothes just fit naturally.
Okay, that's enough, no?
It is, sure.
Yeah.
Because it fits, versus like making the clothes and then making the space match the clothes.
Yeah. And then it's much better let the people say this, no? If it is true. I'm not the one that have to describe the collection, the space, the stores. I prefer that people, if they found a reason to buy something from our collection, I really would like to let these people say, hey, do you feel comfortable with my jacket?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Sometime I met people that told me, Massimo, I bought this coat 14 years ago and it's still perfect. And I said, that's the reason why we work.
Yeah, because I think that's a confidence too, in that, there's certain brands, which I won't name names, where I remember, reading, and they're like, this is our brand guide. And you have to wear it this way. And you can't wear this with this. And you can't wear, and it seems like you don't care about any of that.
Yeah. We design something that becomes very personal.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to explain to you, but my jacket, it's not my jacket. We designed that jacket for you. And when you wear that jacket, it's your jacket. Doesn't have another structure. It's become totally yours. This is the exercise that we are doing from the very beginning. Let's fix an attitude, but we gave the suggestion of this attitude to the people.
Yeah.
And then it becomes yours, not mine. It's not Massimo Alba. It's yours. It's totally yours.
That's beautiful.
That's the intention, yes.
Yeah. There's this brand that I went to in Japan, and I was asking him about the clothes and stuff. And I was like, your tag is so small. And
My tag is very small.
Your tag is also small. And he was like, oh, it's because you're supposed to cut it off when you leave. And I was like, come on. And he was like, no. He's like, we don't, once it's out of here, it's not ours anymore.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think that kind of ties into what you were saying. Would you said perfect is boring?
Yeah. Yeah. Once I really like to drive the Ami, which is a car, electric car.
Yeah.
And the people from Citroën asked me to personalize an Ami. And I start personalizing the Ami from the colors.
Mm-hmm.
I let this become a block, a black block, matte block,
Mm-hmm.
but with a yellow, come si dice fanali? The yellow light. Okay, because the yellow light, it's part of the tradition of this French brand. So I put the yellow light, this block, black matte, and then a sticker, orange sticker, and in the sticker is written "perfect is boring."
How did it feel designing a car? Did that throw you off a bit?
It was fantastic to me.
Oh.
Fantastic to me. And then, all the people are taking picture of that cars because it's very different from the others, but it's absolutely simple. It's totally empty inside, very minimal, but very, unique.
But see, that I think that's the thing which I will lovingly kind of call out. That is a design strength, because when you think of design and design schools, and even now, right, 2025, everything is the same. You have to make yourself separate from everyone. So you need to, and so you have people do a lot of things like over designing, because I need you to know that it's me, and I think that's the thing that for me was one of the most important things to call out in this interview is, yeah, we talked about ego, but like, you're not trying to Massimo Alba, logos everywhere. This is me. I've been around for this long. I used to live in Da Vinci's house. I'm, blah, blah, blah. No. It's like, no. Like, it's a phrase that's not trademarked. That's not connected to you. It's very simple. It's pulled back. It's refined. And I think that is a great testament to how good design should exist. I mean...
thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But I'm interested in people. I'm interested in personality. I'm interested in seeing what happened to our clothes when they go around. So that's much more important to me than have written Massimo Alba in the shoulder. I don't care about that.
It's already on your ID. You're good.
Yeah.
So before we wrap, I wanted to ask a couple other things. As you've done, cars and, do you feel like you want to explore more outside of, the world of fashion?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything. We are open. We did a fantastic collaboration for this
the eyewear?
Sunglasses.
Oh.
Yeah, it was nice because I met a very, very kind man, very talented man, and we met, and I designed this frame for them, and was a really, really nice experience. GLCO.
Oh, Garrett Light.
Garrett Light.
Yeah. Garrett's great.
Garrett is
great.
Yeah,
I had him on the show. He's eyewear royalty with his family.
Yeah. And I designed for them this frame.
Yeah, it's a very good frame. It reminds me of I don't know if this is not pejorative, like Yves Saint Laurent, like the very classic, thick sort of,
Who knows?
But it's beautiful. I mean, I'm a fellow spectacle person, and I don't know. Did you ever wear contacts?
Sorry?
Do you ever wear contacts?
No.
I can't do that. Yeah.
No, I can do.
Just glasses forever.
No.
Well, Massimo, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Before we wrap, is there anything you want to add or mention that I didn't discuss?
Absolutely no.
No. This was a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
You've been listening to Blamo. Our show is produced by Blamo Media. We're edited by Amar Lowell, and our theme music, as always, by the mysterious Breakmaster Cylinder. If you like what you heard, you know the drill. Share the pod with a friend. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars or thumbs up on whatever other thing you're listening to us on, whether it's Dingledorp or Bing Bong, whatever it's called. But you can also follow us on Instagram for all the hot content. If you want to talk to us and give us your hot take, we'd love to hear from you. You can send us an email at info@blamopod.com. Last but not least, super ultra important. If I had a air horn, I would press it right now. You got to come and join us over on Patreon, because the fun never stops over there. Look, the live show, the free show, whatever you want to call this, we take breaks here and there, but
Patreon, it never stops. And we also got exclusive shows like Dye Workwear, hosted by Derek Guy and Peter Zotolo, and the Triple J Show, hosted by yours truly with John Moy and Gene DeLeon. There's just a ton of stuff over there. So check it out at patreon.com/Blamo. If not, no worries. We got hundreds and hundreds of free episodes in the feed and more to come. So we will see you all soon.